Anyhow, I hope. Hey, babe, can you see my live on your Facebook?
No, it's not.
Huh.
You're not even live on YouTube.
I'm live on YouTube right now. It says live for 24 seconds. Welcome to the chat. Reminder to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. Not live?
Doesn't say it. Hang on. Maybe let me switch my account.
Hmm.
1 second.
Waiting and waiting and waiting.
Oh.
Is it live?
Yeah.
It is live. Let me see here. I'm going to get on.
Well, I'll forward it to everybody.
I'm going to look at the comments on here because this is on my YouTube. If that's all right. Wait a minute. This is YouTube.
I have to have my phone, so hang on 1 second. I got you.
Technical difficulties here at the Lowry Hacienda. Pardon me. Not very tech savvy.
It's okay because that way people can pop on.
But it also gives people some time. This is going to be a very, 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 very important notice for taxpayers of Lamarck. There we go, right there. Go. Oops, I think I just passed myself. Boom. It says it's live. I click on it. It says it's live. Oh. But I'm looking on Facebook and it's just, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me on there? I'm trying to, maybe I got to make it public from here or something. I'm going to figure this thing out. I don't know if everybody, I think you have to subscribe in order to see it on Facebook, though. I'm trying to share it over to another platform so they could see. But I shared it over and if I look at it on, let's see. Well, I can see your comment.
Okay, so here's the comments. Right here.
But it's not.
And I'll fix it in here. So you can see your comments.
Well, so we tried to pick up the recall petition. Now, we tried to recall, we want to recall the mayor for a slew of reasons. He's a criminal. He's a racist. He's anti-police. He scams the taxpayers. He bribes developers. All the stuff that Yancey's done, he's been doing for, a couple decades now. Gotcha. YouTube can hear me. I can see the stuff on YouTube. I'm not knowing if it's on Facebook. If anybody's on Facebook and you can read this or you can see this and you can hear this, let me know.
I have to copy the link. I got it.
So what happened was, anybody that's ever done a recall petition, you get more signatures than necessary. So, for example, if you need to recall a mayor, council person, and the legal requirement is 800 signatures. Well, you would want to get probably closer to 1,200 signatures in order for that to be a good petition, because they're going to throw out, you might have a valid signature, but maybe they sign their T different for some reason or whatever it may be that makes the people that go over and verify the signatures makes them think that something was out of character. Maybe they moved addresses and they got a different address, so they threw out that signature. So those are the type of things that can make them throw out signatures. So you always have room for fluff. The city clerk, when I just went down to get the signatures, and I told her, and I was thinking before I went down there, I thought, what kind, now these are criminals, you're dealing with criminals, so what kind of criminal stuff is the city manager, Barbara Holly, going to do? And what kind of stuff is that criminal city clerk going to do? So you have to put yourself in the mindset of what are these criminals going to do? And I thought, I bet you they're probably not going to give me enough signature papers because I've done everything. I've covered it. Thought of everything I could do on my end, covered everything I could. And so she said the papers are going to be ready pretty soon. And I said, make sure I have enough for 1,200. And we get down there, and I need 640 signatures roughly. So that tells me that I should have a minimum of 800 signature lines for people to sign. Well, we go down there, and lo and behold, she gives me 700. And she knows, and that criminal city clerk and city manager, Barbara Holly, they know that by giving me 700 is not enough. It will make the recall petition fail because there's going to be signatures that are going to get tossed out. Checking for anybody else. So there are going to be signatures that are going to be tossed out. That was the one thing. And I said, look, you got to give me more signature papers. When I leave, this is your deadline today to give me this recall petition. I need it done, complete. So when I go out and do my job, there's nothing hanky-panky with this stuff. Well, she says, I only had to give you 600. Her exact words were, I only had to give you 30 pages. 30 pages would not be enough for the recall period. So that was a lie. Well, it gets worse. It gets worse. So they even redacted why we are doing Christmas joke. We had they redacted why we're doing the recall petition in the first place. If you have a form that I had lawfully obtained that shows the mayor's address and residency in Houston. Now, your recall petition states you're recalling the mayor because he lives in Houston. The mayor has lied about living in Lamarck for over 2 years now. Well, they redacted his address in Houston. Well, wouldn't that be important information for the taxpayers to know and see why we're doing the recall petition in the first place? You wouldn't redact that information unless you were hiding something. That's why the city clerk did it. That's why the city manager did it. Complete career criminals down there. Every one of them. So it gets even worse. Now, I told you guys on here a few times that the mayor has, as well as the councilwoman, have accepted bribes from developers. I have copies of the checks. I have copies of wire transfers. I have copies of contracts. And I provided a check that was a copy of a check from a contractor's employee that actually wrote checks to the mayor when the mayor bribed this developer for at least $10,000, but I believe it was at least 2 checks for $10,000. But we know of at least one for sure, for guaranteed for sure. So they redacted the check. You can't even see the check. Wouldn't that be critical information? And the check was void. It was no good. It was bounced. The developer he's a known crook in town, and he actually gave his employee a bad check. So that's why the wire transfer came into play. So you have a copy of the check, which would be critical information. If I'm going to sign a recall petition and I'm going through the paperwork and I don't see an address, I'm going to say, hey, you said he lives in Houston, but I don't see his address in Houston. Well, dear citizen, they crossed it out. Well, how do I know they did it? Well, because I wouldn't do that. They would to hide and cover for the career criminal mayor. But I ain't doing no 20 push-ups right now. Later. So they completely made the check to where you couldn't read it. Intentional. The page before it, perfectly clear. The page after it, perfectly clear. But the actual check, you couldn't read it. So We filed a police report, and the officer was smart enough to say, hey, give me a copy of that check. Well, guess what? They copied the check, and it was darker than what they put in the petition. That tells you that that city clerk, and probably the city manager assisted, made the copier so dim that you couldn't see the check because they didn't want the public to see the check. Because not only did it implicate the mayor, it implicated his partner in crime, Kimberly Yancey. Two people, both elected officials, both cop haters. So they're always going to have something to manipulate the system. And then the officer that was there, no dig at the officer, but he says, well, here, take this to your lawyer. Now, why in the fuck should I take the damn petition to my lawyer and spend $15,000? Well, I already spent a few $100,000 on this fucked up, corrupted ass city. But why would I spend another 15 grand just for a retainer to say, hey, fight this crooked city and make them follow the law? And that's the problem with these DAs and stuff around here is they say, file a civil suit. It's not civil. When you interfere with the recall petition, when you interfere with an election process, it is criminal, period. Whether you're redacting stuff that's in the recall petition, whether you're blanking out a check intentionally so that people can't see it, whether all these, whether you don't give me enough signature papers. Here's another thing that they wanted to do. The city clerk said, oh, just have them go, just take those papers and we'll what did they say? We'll give them supplemental paperwork later. Well, that's why, folks, if you remember why Texas City, they wouldn't accept the supplemental paperwork over in Texas City. So it's legal entanglement for sure. That's the news, Kenneth. That's the news. Criminals down at City Hall. Evil ghost. I'm going to do them 20 push-ups. I got you. How long have I been gay for? I just felt gay reading that message, but that's it.
Make sure you just say the officer was just trying to give you ideas to be a problem.
Yeah, no, he was problem solving, trying to de-escalate the situation. And you got to understand, here's the thing. He is actually down there taking a criminal complaint against his boss. His boss was in the building, Barbara Hawley. So how uncomfortable, and I hate putting them in that position to say, hey, your boss is down here crooked as hell, help me out, because it puts them in a very bad situation. And then check this out. I'm an elected official. I got a key to the city. So Barbara Hawley sends this lady, poor thing, to come out and say, hey, get out of the building. I'm like, I ain't going anywhere. I'm trying to get this recall paperwork from the corrupted city clerk. Well, Barbara Hawley says, you got to go out. Well, you tell Barbara Hawley I ain't going nowhere. I got a key to the damn city. I'm elected. Hell, I might go down there and sit in her chair later tonight and eat Oreo cookies because I can. I might do that. Might send her a picture. Might send her a picture of me eating cookies in her chair later on tonight. She is weird. That lady is demented. Barbara Hawley is a nutcase. I tell you what, that lady is beyond demented in the head. She doesn't understand I'm her boss. The problem is she's got two criminal politicians. Oh, yeah, they hate me for sure. I'm telling you, because I keep my foot on their throat. I hate criminal politicians. I hate thugs. I hate politicians, and they're thug-ass politicians. But, yeah, what do they call them pictures? Pin-up pictures? I might go do pin-up pictures on her desk.
Boudoir.
Vitor? Boudoir pictures. I might go do boudoir pictures on her desk later.
Boudoir.
Oh, boudoir. 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 I guess that's funny. I might go do pictures on her desk later. Or Gears, I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, they're criminals down there, man. They're straight up criminals. They are straight up criminals. What's up? Thanks for stopping in, Kenny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, it wasn't longer. I had
What are those pictures called again?
bonjour,
No.
boduri, a baudet.
Someone texted me, he's going to get the word right eventually.
Did they say that? Boudet? What are they called? Boudet pictures?
Boudoir.
Boudoir. Anyways, what's cracking? Ireland. Holy smokes. Man, fighting Irish, baby. What's up? I need to bring some Irish over here to put these people in check. Yeah, they don't put up with that shit. Fighting Irish, baby. Big red right here. Man, oh man. Yep, I see it right there. Boudoir. Did I say it right? Anyways, man, I just had to pop on and tell everybody what kind of criminal activity our city manager, Barb Hawley's from Round Rock, Texas. So far, we've obtained, I think, about 5 or 6 addresses that she's had. But in the next few days, I'll have every address she's ever lived at. I'll have every IP address she's ever used. I will have every vehicle, every VIN number. I will have so much stuff on that woman. And then the process begins. I'm already got people looking. I got friends over in Round Rock, actually, and I got friends that live just around the corner from Round Rock. But I got people already doing deep dives. We're getting into public groups over there, Facebook groups, etc. And we're going to be looking into where she's other places of employment. And we're going to be we're doing a deep dive on this career criminal city clerk. City manager. Text him. We're going to do a deep dive on her. She's gonna. I got the absolute best. I just went black on the screen right now. Okay, there, pop back on. I got the best private investigators in the state of Texas. The absolute Eddie Hall. That's a big dude over there now. He makes me look like a peanut. I got cousins I got 2 cousins in Washington that are about twice my size, believe it or not. But, man, we, show me your mushroom tip. maybe at the City Hall pictures. Oh, man. Man, that's funny. Yeah, I just want to get on here and let everybody know what kind of criminal activity is going on down there. But oh yeah, Barbara Hawley, I'll tell you what, we are already in the process of getting into Facebook groups where she's lived and where she's been employed at. So we're going to do a very, very deep dive on her. And there's people, and I can't even remember where it was, that already started talking. The lady had a chicken picture on her profile, and not very well liked where she's been. I can tell you that. She's not a very popular person, I can say. So once the word's out that people are hunting for information, that's when they start. I'm going to get inundated with stuff on her. So she could have just played by the rules and not been a criminal and not tried to threaten to sue me. That was the dumbest thing that Barbara Hawley could have ever done, was threaten to sue me or imply that that they were going to sue me because she didn't like me practicing my First Amendment rights. So that could be it. It could be it, the whole camel toe thing, the possibility. But, it's freaking crazy down there. I mean, they're just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. Until this mayor's gone, you're going to have an abundance of criminal activity down there at City Hall. Yeah, that's right. Brits don't... Yeah, we don't like tax. I don't like taxes over here. I'm the first person in the state of Texas. I'm reading that comment. What the Irish did when the Brits overtaxed. I was the first person in the state of Texas to ever run a recall petition on the city and won. And we did the recall petition. We won by 72%. That means 72% of the taxpayers pissed on the city and said, stop taxing us. And since then, the mayor's raised taxes. and actually got a letter from the Attorney General, Ken Paxton, who said, you're fixing to get a spanking because we told you not to raise taxes. It was against the law. And you know what the mayor said? How dare Mr. Paxton tell me what to do without conferring with me first? I'm like, dude, you are a pissant, crooked ass mayor, and you're going to make a comment about the top dog for law enforcement in the entire state, Ken Paxton? Bro, are you, when he said that, I was like, oh, I pray that Ken Paxton sees it. Matter of fact, somebody needs to put that on a thumb drive on repeat and give it to Ken Paxton and say, Mayor Bell said you should have consoled with him first before you made a decision. Ken Paxton needs that, and somebody needs to play it on repeat for him. Let him know how pompous that mayor is down here in Lamarck, Texas. The major beef was, I'll tell you, it started about 5 years ago. I helped the mayor get elected. I actually was a very good friend of the mayor. I campaigned with him every day. I helped him get elected. Matter of fact, when he won election night, I rented a stretch limo for him and his family. His kids never been in a limo before, so I said, go ahead, get all your kids. We'll take them for a ride in the limo, go around town wherever we want to go. And then after we drop the kids off, the parents will go out. So drop the kids off, adults pop back in the limo. I took them out, and I had a lot of money back then. And so I said, we'll have a good time. Show your family a good time. I guess they'd never experienced anything like that. So we go find a little, and there wasn't much open that day, but we found a little restaurant bar and got cocktails, got drinks for everybody. Some people showed up I didn't care for even a little bit. And so I didn't like them at all, not even a little bit. But, this lady showed up, and me being me, what are you drinking? I only drink the blah, blah, blah wine. I said, well, whatever. Called the bartender over. Do you have this kind of wine? No, that we don't carry that here. I said, well, can you go get it? And they said, well, we don't carry it. And I said, well, here's a couple $100. Can you go get the wine and bring it back for this lady? Because that's the only drink that she wants. And so I gave him a few $100 to go get this special wine, come back and give it to this lady. I'd been a nice guy. And that's how I helped them win. But here's where we went sideways. And this is what you guys can share everywhere. Johnny boy, Johnny Escobedo. That guy's been trying to have a relationship with me for 20 years. Johnny, I just not into it. But WSP, Washington State Patrol. I don't know what WSP is. But anyways, what the mayor did, got very comfortable with me. Obviously, I was with him every day. And he thought I would compromise myself. And he asked me and my wife if we would split $1 million. It was a $1.3 million contract that was coming in, or a grant that was coming in. But he said what I had to do was set up the business in his wife and daughter's name, which is, they go by a different last name. And then he was going to award that grant to me for over $1 million. And then we were supposed to split the money. Now, like I said, 1.3, I wasn't breaking the law for $1.3 million. No way in hell am I going to break the law for $1.3 million. I ain't going to prison, especially to make this dude $500,000. So I did the right thing. I turned him in law enforcement, and it was actually leaked to him by one of the people that no meth here, buddy. Juan Wicked, about 350 pounds. No Jenny Crink diet here, buddy. But anyways, so I declined to hook up the mayor with a crooked deal to line his pockets off taxpayers' money. I went forward. It was leaked to him that I had rolled on him to the authorities, and so he started a smear campaign against me in Lamarck to try to discredit me. He used law enforcement. He weaponized the law enforcement against me. They went after my business. I mean, they called me a domestic terrorist at council meetings. They called me racist at council meetings. Whatever card they could use, they tried pulling it on me. What's this channel about? Mostly I fight corruption. And I've been fighting it here in the city of Lamarck for 5 years. And well, not just Lamarck. I fight corruption anywhere, but specifically mostly Galveston County. So the mayor tried to bribe me. I rolled on him, and he unleashed holy hell on me with his resources as the mayor. And I put up, decided, screw this dude. I ran for political, and I won against one of his buddies. That's a lifelong friend of his. It wasn't a beat down, but it was a won. So I went through the election process, and this guy's a native to this town, so it's kind of insulting to him to get beat down by a newcomer. I've been here over 10 years, but they call me a newcomer, whatever. Thank you. It's been one hell of a fight. I tell you what, I've had my business attacked. We've had to move our kids into a private school because one of our council members is actually a teacher and very, very, very embedded with the school, independent school here. So our children were attacked in public schools by the council member's son, actually. So we had to put our kids in private school, which was good for them in the long run. It's a Christian school, so they got to learn that kind of stuff. But we've had to put our kids in private school. We've had death threats. Um, we've had threats to RAPE, my wife. You name it, it's been said and done. Kill my kid, slit my kid's throat, kill my dog, kill me. I don't even know how many death threats I've had, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of talkers. We've had just an egregious amount of harassment. My business, my business line, my phone number, been doxxed, harassed. I mean, just relentlessly. It's been a 5-year battle fighting these criminals here, but I ain't giving up. I ain't giving up. Nope, no wings on me, buddy. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. Well, not Joseph Lowry. There's no recall petition right now. The city blocked it. The city clerk blocked the recall petition. They didn't want to give me enough signature packets. They heavily redacted the recall petition while we were doing it, the addresses and stuff that were relevant to the recall petition. So, unfortunately, at not Joseph Lowry, there's not going to be a recall petition right now. Hopefully tomorrow, when the district attorney gets in, the Megan Jones, the assistant district or the public integrity division prosecutor, she can look at this. Hopefully she visits it, and they can say, listen, city clerk, give him the packets that he need. They already put us a day behind. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. What did I say to get the death threats? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I mean, what can you say to get death threats or for have people threaten to rape your wife and kill your kids? I mean, come on, man. What kind of a question is that? Kind of weird, but yeah. Juan Wicked. Me and Harvey? No. Some people think we are. Some people think that we're monopolizing on YouTube to. That dude makes a fortune off me. I was told, like, one of his videos, he made over $2,500 on me. Anytime I'm in Harvey's video, he gets rich. But no, Harvey's a dirtbag. He's a scumbag, parasite on society. That dude needs tuned up. He's lucky I'm an elected official. I can tell you that. He keeps that camera rolling because people want to dot him in the eye. I can tell you that. And there's a lot of people out there that want to smash that dude. Rightly so. I mean, he's got it coming. No, Harvey's a punk. He's a straight up punk. Oh, yeah, we got free. I guarantee you we got free turds. They were commenting up above. Billy Bob, what's happening? Yeah, well, I'll go back down to the city tomorrow. I'm gonna call the district attorney, and I'm gonna check in with the officer in the morning. They should do. Or he's night shift. No, he's day shift, so he should be back on daytime tomorrow. and I'll be able to check with him with what the district attorney said. But kind of criminal. Try to play by the rules. Stay inside the boundaries of the law. And I'll tell you what, them fucking criminals down there they are lucky, 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 lucky that I play inside the boundaries. 25 years ago, they wouldn't have been so lucky, and it wouldn't have worked in their favor. I can tell you that. But I try not to get in any trouble anymore. And Turkish Navy soldier, right on, man. I've actually been to Istanbul. Matter of fact, I got a friend over in Georgia. He was special forces in the Turkish army. I don't remember what he called it, but he's the equivalent of like our Navy SEALs, basically. Cool dude. Okan. Okan, real cool dude. I swear these people want a civil war. These people that are engaging in these crimes. The answer from everybody, and the answer from everybody inside law enforcement and the prosecutor's office is take them to court. Well, you already have a legal process. If they interfere with the recall petition, if they break the law, then you prosecute them. I shouldn't have to, as a civilian, spend $50,000 or $100,000 suing the city because they break the law. What is the purpose of a judicial system if we're not going to have any punishment for it? There's no system. The system's out of whack. There's no balance in it right now in Galveston County. Thanks to Jack Rody. Jack Rody ruined this county. No. I'm actually from the Pacific North. I'm from the U.S. I'm from the U.S. I'm from the Pacific Northwest, which they're getting pummeled with rain right now. Yeah, I caught with a boy there. Goofy. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT, baby. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's it. No recall petition. City clerk broke the law. City manager Barbara helped her. Barbara Hawley. If I could be a cop, I would be a cop in a heartbeat. That was actually my dream as a kid. I would actually love to be a cop. Could you imagine this fucking beard running through your front door with a AR pointing at your face with a helmet on? All you see, helmet, glasses, and beard. Get on the ground. But it'd be you'd probably be scared. And I would just run right through the door. I would love to be just a breach guy. I just want to go breach doors. That's all I want to do. I just want to go work for the cops and breach doors for them. Let me bang down doors. I mean, that to me, that'd be the highlight of a freaking. Does it get any better than that? I mean, I don't think it would. If I could get paid to go run through somebody's front door and clear a house. I mean, that's like, I don't think it gets better than that. I mean, it would be fun. It would be fun. That would be my dream, but it ain't gonna happen. Nope, far from a commie. I hate communists. And that's what I'm fighting down there at City Hall. It's pure communists down there. These are extremely radicalized communists down there. Hairline never changed. I don't know if it did or not. Yeah. I run through your door, you ain't snatching me by the beard, I can promise you that. Even if I'm unarmed. You'll become unarmed. I'll rip them off you with my bare hands. Well, that's all. I just wanted to let the public know that the city clerk broke the law. Barbara Hawley broke the law. Barbara Hawley tried to kick me out of she tried to kick an elected official out of a building that they have 24-hour a day access to. That lady, Barbara Hawley, is a straight up criminal.
Does it make you mental anguish? Does it make you feel like...
I feel like it's a hostile work environment. I feel attacked. Apparently, snatch is a bad word around here. Barbara Hawley doesn't like the word snatch. I don't know why. Don't be a snatch, and people won't call you a snatch. I just don't get it. German, Romania. My grandpa's German. My grandpa was German, and I'm a mutt. I got Irish in me, and I just tell people I'm a Viking. I'm a freaking Viking. That's all I got to tell you. I try to make people laugh. That makes me happy, making people laugh. But man, I tell you what, I'm pissed. They had my blood pressure up earlier. I've been dealing with these criminals. I've been engaging them in their criminal activity for 5 years. And I knew something. I knew that they would break the law one way or another. I knew going into this recall petition, just like they did with Dedrick Johnson over there when they got that recall petition over there, I knew they would break the law. 100%. I knew going into it that somewhere or another, they were going to break the law. Snatch is, I mean, most, I guess, yeah, snatch. Some people love snatch. Snatch isn't necessarily a bad word. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. Well, I guess we're 40 minutes into this thing. I wish I knew how to make these things stay on when I get off of here. It says it's trying to download for like 2 days. It'll take forever. I don't know how to change it. I'm going to push a button. I'm afraid to do it. I better not do that right now. Anyways, I'm going to pop off, go spend some time with my family, and then I'm going to OODA loop. Y'all know what the OODA loop is? OODA loop. Figure it out. OODA loop, comment below. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you can't see that. Okay, you can't see that. I was like, oh shit, it's screen sharing. Merry Christmas, everybody. No matter where you at, Jesus was born. Constantinople. Bet you didn't think I knew that word. Constantinople. Yep. Constantinople. Yeah, my phone was ringing. It just rang. I don't know if you heard it or not. I had to. Oh, maybe that was you calling me on my phone. Yeah, I got to pop off. I missed a couple phone calls. Very, very important phone calls. Thanks for popping on, y'all. Hey, I'm new to YouTube. I've been on Facebook. You know, I had my account, my Lowry News Network on Facebook. I was hitting anywhere from 500 to 750,000 views a month. And then my account got hijacked. So I'm building it back up again. I think I'm up to like 125, 130,000 views a month now. So building it back up. But I'm trying to use YouTube too. I'm trying to kind of figure it out. What I want to do is learn how to get people to pop on here so I can bring people on and chat with them. So if y'all know how to do that, comment below or shoot me a message so I can figure it out. Merry Christmas. But I got to pop off. I got to make some phone calls back. These are important people that are Q for sure. Q. But thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for watching. Share my videos, share my lives. Get it out there. Appreciate all the support. And fuck Harvey Freebird. Oh, never mind. I wasn't